There is a decision that you are avoiding right now. And it's not because you don't know what to do, but because once you actually do it and commit, something ends. And April is not letting you sit in that in-between space looking pretty anymore. Yes, you can say you are waiting. Yes, you can say you're meditating. Yes, you can say you are thinking about it. Or you're just tired and you want to chill. But actually, let me tell you, deciding that is a decision in itself. And what it does is actually keeps you in that loop. And it's exactly the same loop you say, I'm done with this. Right now, Saturn and Neptune are in Aries, nice and early degrees of Aries, baby steps for them in this sign. And let me tell you, it's a weird combination. There is this pressure, perhaps, with Aries, which is an identity sign. It's all about embodiment of something. There's a pressure to become someone else or be something more vaguely, something else. What is it? What is the reality that you are residing in? And what is the reality you want to reside in? Not in your head, in your actual behavior, in your life, real life. Mars is the ruler of Aries and it is in Pisces. Neptune is the ruler of Pisces. Saturn is not happy in Aries. It's like a soap opera or simply a bachelor TV series where the roses are stacked there, but you really don't know who to give this rose to. Or maybe just chuck them all away altogether. Or bachelorette. With Mars and Pisces, it feels very foggy. As you know, Neptune is all about the spirit we can't see, but perhaps we do have, right? It's always this unknown. So the unknown bit is the one that can be slightly uncomfortable as we haven't ever experienced this energy in our life. We are like puppies in the water trying to swim. But where do we swim? Or do we sink? So what people do right now is this. They are feeling the shift, but they do not push. They are feeling the change, but they do not act. And this is what creates tension. So I'm going to walk you through sign by sign, and we're going to have a look what decision you have been avoiding and why. Aries, for you, this is your first house. It's personal. This is about you, your identity, and who you are becoming. Slowly, very slowly, but very surely. Blame it on Shirley. You're already feeling it. You are not the same person anymore. You cannot remain the same person. Well, I mean, all of us cannot really, as our nails are growing at nano millimeters every 0.1 second. But I guess, with you, it's a bit more profound because it's the first house. It's everyone sees it. Everyone sees it. You know what I mean? I'm an Aries rising. I mean, you cannot not look any different. God, my dress is dirty. Anyway, well, let's just keep it basic, yeah? That change means you don't get to be familiar anymore to yourself and to others. You have my permission not to be familiar anymore. That's fine. The decision you are avoiding is to step fully into this new identity without any apologies. We're going to have a full moon in Libra on the 1st of April. That will be apology town. Do not buy into this, please, because Venus is still in your sign, but it's going to move into a Taurus very soon. So you will feel more grounded. You will feel there will be space for you to practice your lines of this new role, of this new identity. So instead of exhausting yourself and being halfway in and halfway out, just go full in and embrace that discipline. What is required? What are those requirements now? Specs, requirements, considerations. Look at it because you're doing it for yourself. This is for you, dear. Saturn here is asking you to become more real about it. And Neptune is simply just dissolving everything that you thought you were supposed to be. Amazing. What a load off your shoulders. And with Mars and Pisces, you either relax, with the time slots allowed for it, or you are escaping instead of consciously choosing. So the question I have for you is pretty simple. Do you step into who you're becoming, or you keep replaying the same version of you that was there before? Because it has expired. No, it's not like you chuck it out, but just check the labels. Read the due date. Taurus, this is your 12th house. This is the house of invisibility, eternal light source. This is the house of the golden nugget, but only if you find it. Only if you find it. How do you find it in the 12th house? You might have night goggles, like the night vision goggles. It's pretty dark and really confusing, but you already know something is ending. But have you let it go yet? The decision you're avoiding is releasing something quietly, calmly, without any fuss. No closure, no explanation, no nothing. It just goes away like sunset without your control. But you might still keep it alive in your mind, in your subconscious, in your consciousness altogether. So Saturn in Aries is asking you to let it go properly. And Neptune is at the same time blurring that boundary. So I would suggest use your intuition with this. Mars in Pisces could be something that still keeps you in those emotional loops. Yet you have a decision to make. Do you release it even if it's unclear, or you will stay attached to something that's already melting in your hand like a snowflake? Gemini, this is your 11th house. This is your future, your direction in life, your goals, your friends, your people. And here, congratulations, you are outgrowing something, finally. Hallelujah. And the decision you are avoiding is actually admitting that not everyone is going to be coming with you in this journey. So you still stay connected, you still play appearances, even if it's not aligned anymore. So what Saturn is actually doing in Aries is asking you for real, true alignment. Hard-boiled eggs alignment. Oh, goodness. And Neptune is making it confusing. I mean, it's not easy. So Mars in Pisces is a little bit of it's got its own avoidant personality. So you're drifting in the background, like drifting away. That's socially, I mean. Right? So the decision is, are you choosing your future, or are you choosing the past? Or maybe just something that feels familiar, or that friend that makes the best answer cookies and you just cannot resist. Cancer, this is your 10th house. This is your public life, your career, and your reputation, honey. You already know what needs the shift. You know. The decision you're avoiding is stepping into a new level of responsibility, leveling up, or leaving something that no longer fits or just stagnates your resume. But instead, you're hesitating, you're going sideways about it, or you're just feeling it through. Saturn in Aries is squaring your sign, and it's asking you for some decent structure, something that lasts. And Neptune, if played well, can dissolve that uncertainty, can make it crystal clear for you. It's like initiation. However, Mars in Pisces is making you doubt your next move. It's making you play around before you commit. So the question is, do you step into the unknown, even if you don't feel ready, or you stay in the place you have outgrown? Leo, this is your 9th house. It's your beliefs, it's your direction, it's your expansion, it's your law. Your worldview is changing, and the decision you're avoiding is to let go of what you thought was true and dear and exciting, and finally stepping into something new altogether. But that means not knowing the next step. That means uncertainty. Saturn in Aries is actually here to help, because it's a sister fire sign for you, and it will give you approximate roadmap if you believe it. It will be like a grounding mechanism on your path. Neptune in Aries is working in the background for you, and it's dissolving. You don't even notice, but it is dissolving your belief systems and structures. Your old beliefs no longer apply into this new reality you are creating. Mars in Pisces is in conjunct to you, and it makes you question everything, even if it's a good, solid program you choose for yourself. So the decision is, do you move towards uncertainty and take that leap of faith, or you stay in the place where things don't make sense so much? Virgo, this is your 8th house. The power, the attraction, the attachment, deep bonds, deep emotional bonds and psychological bonds. You're already thick in it. So the decision you're avoiding is between going deeper or walking away altogether. So what happens if you're staying in the middle? That is not sustainable. Don't tell anybody. Saturn in Aries is asking for that emotional truth, even if it's not something you want to hear or you want to know. And Neptune is blurring those boundaries, so watch out. Mars in Pisces can work, but it might just keep you entangled if you let it go out of control, or if you don't wake up. So the decision is, do you face the depth, or you step out of something that's confusing and encompassing and fully sucking you in? Libra, this is your 7th house. Your relationships, your partnerships, your husband, your wife, your significant other in your life. Could be also just a mirror you have in your bathroom, and you look at your mirror and you see who is in the mirror, and that mirror could also be your relationships. Confusing, I know. I know, Libra, you love it. So this is not a subtle decision, and you already see what this is. So the decision you've been avoiding is choosing this person or choosing yourself. Ouch. But instead, you stay and you negotiate. You press pause. Saturn in Aries is squaring your sign, and it's asking for some commitment here and some clarity. If it's not commitment, at least some clarity, please. And Neptune is doing its thing, and it's idealizing and confusing the hell out of you. And Mars in Pisces just keeps accommodating you with this beautiful siren song. So the decision is, and I want you to think about it real hard, is, do you choose clearly, or you stay in something that keeps draining you? You feel this. Scorpio, this is your 6th house. Daily life, work, and routine. Something in your day-to-day life is not working, and you know it. So the decision you are avoiding is changing your daily structure, because that requires discipline and commitment. So Saturn is asking for that discipline in Aries, right? But Neptune is creating chaos. So you're caught in between two very opposing energies. And Mars in Pisces just keeps on procrastinating. And you're saying, I'll tag along with you. So the decision is, do you change your habits? And if so, how? And I'm not going to answer that for you. That's your job here. Or you stay stuck in the system that has outlived itself, and it doesn't really apply to your new sense of being in the everyday, in this time-space continuum. Sagittarius, this is your 5th house. Your joy of life, creativity, pleasure, romance, you name it. You love this house. You want something. You're thinking about it, contemplating about it. You already chose it, but now it's time to act. The decision you are avoiding is fully choosing it, because choosing it means a risk. Saturn in Aries is asking you for commitment to that joy, while Neptune is letting you slack, letting you play a bit too much. It's idealizing it to the max. When they feel it's so utopian and unattainable, so good to be true, that you just don't do it. And Mars in Pisces keeps that wishy-washy style it has, and you're just letting it drift away like a balloon out of your arm. You're hesitating. So the decision is, do you go for something that you actually want, or do you stay in something meaningless and maybe not as fun, but safe? Capricorn, this is your 4th house. It's your emotional base, your home and family. And something here is shifting, changing, propelling, exploding. And the decision you've been avoiding is facing your emotional truth or making a proper change at home. Saturn in Aries is asking you to ground, while Neptune is like sand that is moving and shifting. The oasis is showing itself and then disappearing, and you're left there pretty thirsty, like on the brink of survival. It's dissolving your stability. And Mars in Pisces playing a nice, artistic, I'm saying it without saying it game. It's helping you to avoid that responsibility, that confrontation, that talk, that reunion. So the decision is, do you face what is real for you right now, or you keep pretending everything is just fine? Aquarius, this is your 3rd house, your communication and the conversations that you have with others, interpersonally, or maybe online. And there is something that you need to say. You're spitting the water out of your mouth and you're saying it. You know what to say. The decision you have been avoiding is to actually say it clearly enough so that you communicate with purity from A to Z. You don't lose anything at the final point of receiving, on the receiving end. Because once you say it, once you lay it down, things will change. It's a little bit like, what do I do here? Saturn in Aries is in a good position to you, and it's asking for truth. Truth is always better. While Neptune in Aries is blurring that message. Mars in Pisces keeps holding you back. What is the price for that? So the decision is, do you say it or do you keep it quiet and carry it around in your pocket or on your heart or in your mind? Pisces, this is your 2nd house, your self-worth, your money, and your value. So this is about what you accept, what you say yes to. So the decision that you are avoiding is raising your standard, because that means losing something in a way, but not really, but kind of is. Saturn is asking you for boundaries, and Neptune is dissolving them at the same time. How do we do what we do these days? Mars in Pisces in your sign keeps you passive, or maybe passive aggressive, or maybe just aggressive. Whichever. So the decision is with the question, do you choose your value or you keep accepting something you know is not right? Thank you so much for liking, sharing, and subscribing. I am happy to receive your comments. Let me know how you're going, and thank you for watching. I will see you in the next video. Bye.